As friendly as it can be in the circumstances, but you feel the rivalry.
Well, I think we know what we're in for, whatever the circumstances that exist when these two meet. Losing really isn't an option, making this another intense, feisty clash, which should keep everyone on edge. The fans are more nervous than the players, to me, confirming an atmosphere of angst. Try telling them there's nothing riding on this.
Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, it's the boy everyone is talking about. This guy, Rodrigo, seen by many as being one of the biggest Brazilian talents of his generation. Now, just think about that. I don't really need to add anything extra.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Rafinha. Balde, head over towards the opposite flank. That's a nicely shaped ball. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Fermin, now here's the delivery. Too much distance on that. It's a throw-in. Balde, hit into the middle. Clears it away. Kunde, that's an imaginative pass. And here's Pedri. Camavinga, that's really well manoeuvred. Mbappe, chance here to counter. Oh, nicely intercepted. Played back to the goalkeeper. Kubasi. Kunde. Long ball by the goalkeeper. And it's Pedri. Oh, well measured. Now it's and the shots! Rafinha looking sharp there. Camavinga. Carvajal shifted upfield. Now it's Mbappe! There's an early warning shot across the bow.
Oh, such good technique as well. That was exquisite. It's a real shame he couldn't find the finish after that.
Lewandowski, the pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And here's Vinicius Junior. Mbappe goes for a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back. Pedri, and here's Lopez. Fermin stood his ground strongly. Howson gets it away. Looking to break at pace. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Mbappe, and he's managed to get free. Big chance! Superb goal! Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, that silenced the crowd, Peter. Item 1 on the to-do list. Done.
Rafinha. Rudiger getting this one clear. This might spell danger. Yamal! And it's Pedri. De Jong. Spread out to the left. Pedri. That's an excellent interception. Vinicius Junior. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. That'll be a throw-in. And here's Pedri.
Pedri really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And here's Mbappe. Mbappe.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Lewandowski. Lopez. Rafinha. De Jong. Played out wide. Pedri. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Out to the left it goes. Could be danger here. Pedri. Nice interception, well timed. Tchouaméni, gently done. Now it's Rodrigo. That's very neat. And it's Carvajal. Oh, nice touch. Can he deliver? Camavinga plays it in low. Deftly away. And here's Mbappe. And here's Rodrigo. Carvajal. Up he goes! He will be livid with himself.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
And here's Yamal. Played back in. Valverde does really well to win the ball there. Rafinha! And now the breakaway. Valverde. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. That is a brilliant interception. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Pedri. Moved on forwards. Now it's Rafinha. Balde has it out wide and in space. So who's he picking out? Lopez. And a chance! Defending of the desperate variety. Valverde. Koundé tries making a foray down the right. And it's Kunde. And here's Lewandowski. It's Lewandowski! He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
De Jong. Rodrigo.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Yamal. And it's played forward. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And it's Valverde. Throw in. Valverde. And that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Valverde. Rudiger. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Now it's Rafinha. Rodrigo has created one goal already. Camavinga forwards and with intent. Mbappe played out towards the right wing. Cleared away. Time to deliver. Played it again. And that's been well dealt with. Great defending, strong and determined. And that's a... Mbappe! And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Tchouameni moves short. That's tidy. Out towards the flank. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. Defending of the desperate variety. Valverde has got himself a free kick.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Eric Garcia is there, and he can get that clear. De Jong wins the duel this time. Yamal. Well, they could break here. Out to the right. De Jong. Oh, that's neat. And the shot! He's hit it first time.
Rafinha really needed everything to come together then at the precise moment. Not easy.
Clearance is short. Rafinha. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Rafinha clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Howson with the clearance. Yamal. Koundé. That's a... Yamal! Valverde. Vinicius Junior. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. And that has been clubbed away. Valverde. And it's Lopez. Al-Kubasi, aim forwards. Fermin. And here's Pedri. Rafinha knocks it out wide. De Jong. Vinicius Junior. And here's the chance to counter. Not the most accurate pass. Pedri. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Looks a good ball through. Now it's Rodrigo. Didn't have enough to concern the defence. Eric Garcia, forwards and with intent. Howson. Moved on forwards. That's a simple one for the keeper. And it's played forward. Balde, gently done. Played into space out wide. Muscular approach does pay off here. Lopez. Great chance! Oh, the whistle's gone. What's he given? And the referee has given a free kick just outside the box.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
That is a gem! An absolute gem! Oh, that is a bit special. Has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Valverde, and it's lofted through here. Eric Garcia. And it's Pedri. Over to the left. Rafinha. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And he's on his way. Mbappe. Played out wide. And that has been cleared. And that is out of play. Valverde. Carvajal, back when it goes. And here's Camavinga, and the shot's Mbappe! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Cuts out the supply. Camavinga, played with finesse. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And that's put paid to a promising move. De Jong, played out to the left flank. And it's Pedri. Thinks one through. Can he finish? Oh, that is asking for trouble. Yamal, and the finish! And that would have been some goal.
Lamine Yamal just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Lopez. Now it's Lewandowski. Lewandowski. He's in a good position here. That's good defending, very good defending. Valverde. Rudiger, shifted upfield. Koundé. Fermin. And it's Lopez. Lewandowski, excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Keeper's got good distance on that. Well timed, excellent interception. Fermin. They get a throw in. Rafinha tries to dink it through. That is good defending. It's been repelled. And here's Yamal. And here's De Jong. That's really well manoeuvred. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! Pedri, De Jong, gently done. Tchouaméni. Strong running down that left flank. De Jong does really well there, strong defending. We can get that clear. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Rudiger, Valverde, Tchouaméni, Played towards the front line. That has been cut short. Eric Garcia. And it's Camavinga. Mbappe. Eric Garcia did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Proves too strong. And here's Camavinga. Rodrigo, oh, good spread. Showing good feet. De Jong gets good distance on it. Well, played right into his path. Lewandowski, it's Lewandowski! Great build-up, it all deserved a better ending.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
De Jong turns and goes back. Pedri! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Ditch defending, but that'll do. Referee's given a throw. De Jong laid into space. Can he get onto this? Rudiger tries to clear. Tries a measured ball. Koundé gets over and intercepts.
Tchouameni, well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And here's Vinicius Junior. Pedri. And here's Mbappe. Tries a shot! And he's done it! That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Ah, you've got to love that. Concentration, conviction, contact, and sheer class.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Pedri chooses to go cross-field. And it's Lopez, who played through for the wide man. Rudiger getting this one clear. It's gone out for a throw-in. Cross goes in there. It's a clearance, but not much of one. Aim forwards, and there's his chance to lead the counter. Vinicius Junior done delicately. Howson. Rudiger forwards and with intent. Played out to the right. Carvajal picks it up now. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior, and he's gone backward here. Pedri gently done. So what can they make of this? Koundé. Out to the right. Oh, can he get onto this? Rudiger. De Jong, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Yamal. And here's Lewandowski, lobbed in behind, and it's hoisted clear. It'll be a throw-in. Now it's Lopez, and it's Koundé, and here's Lopez, and here's Lewandowski, cleared without complication. Eric Garcia. Lewandowski. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. There will be a throw-in. Rafinha. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, delicate chip through. Oh, Red, nice interception. Howson. And it's played forward. And the whistle goes for half-time. Leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period. Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
Fermin played out towards the right wing. Ah, such a clever touch. And here's Lopez, and he's got his cross in. And that has been cleared. Gets it away. And reclaimed it in a trice. Moved on forwards. Rudiger. Chouameni. Aim forwards. Now it's Mbappe. And that has found him in acres of space. Oh, that's a fine challenge. And here's him. Shoots! Yamal chips it through. Rudiger. Valverde. They play cross-field, changing the point of attack. De Jong. Pedri. And it's Balde. He's cut it out. Camavinga. Camavinga. Vinicius Junior. Rodrigo caresses it through. That's the throw. Chouameni. Mbappe. And that was very necessary. That'll be a throw. Now it's Rodrigo, played in with purpose. Al-Kubasi can get it clear. Tchouaméni with the short one. Koundé gets rid without sophistication. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Rudiger. Tchouaméni. Hausen. Valverde. Tchouaméni. Rodrigo. And here's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior. Oh, good spread. Defending of the desperate variety. That's Valverde. Decent chance! Pedri. Ramal. De Jong. Pedri. And here's Rafinha. Fermin. Rudiger. Ah, he's given it away. And he's there to clear it. Carvajal. Camavinga. This interception, his positioning was spot on. Balde. And it's played forward. Pedri. Pedri with the cross. And it's kept out by a stubborn defence.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
And here's Vinicius Junior. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Out to the right. And it's Camavinga. That's going to go a long way. Ball's gone out of play. Carvajal. Camavinga. Succumbs to the pressure. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, they didn't smell the danger early enough, but I suppose better late than never.
He is just caressing the ball. Pedri. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And he's running through. Camavinga. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Pedri. Now, what about a counter-attack? Eric Garcia. Barcelona really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half. And it's Olmo. Dani Olmo, great defending, strong and determined. What a throw in. Dani Olmo, and here's Rafinha. And here's Pedri. Now it's crossed into the middle. And he shoots! And it's come back out to him. Yes, it's in! Barcelona are back in business. Courtois, and he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping carry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
This is quite a battle.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
He's having a look round. Rodrigo is fouled. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
They've played it short. And it's Camavinga. Does really well to win the ball there. And here's Mbappe has a shot! Balde gets it clear. Now that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Rafinha looking to get on the end of this. Camavinga. Carvajal. Rodrigo. That's a foul, free kick's been given. Valverde. Now who's going to be first to this? Pedri. De Jong. Who saw this coming? What an enthralling contest. What a wonderful contest. Lewandowski. Rudiger shifted upfield. Ah, now can they counter? Rodrigo, nicely shaped cross. Lovely feet. And it's Camavinga. Well, they've broken out here, and this could be the moment. De Jong. Balde. Eric Garcia. Rafinha. Pedri. It's Lewandowski! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, I think the defence deserves credit for the way they were quick to close him down.
Mbappe is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Calmly anticipates. Vinicius Junior is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Yamal. Can he get onto this? Yamal. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Camavinga. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Howson. Carvajal looks to get on the end of this. That looks a cracking ball. Mbappe! Great effort, but no way through. Gently done. Balde, he welcomes it in. Oh, some tackle that. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Camavinga. Carvajal. That's really good play on the right, he's driving forward. Here's Rodrigo. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Yamal. Rafinha. That is lovely. Mbappe. That is a great pick out. Chance! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Yamal. Lewandowski. That's a cute ball. Rafinha. Chooses to go back. Valverde. Camavinga, forwards and with intent. Rodrigo. Carvajal. Rodrigo. Now it's Rodrigo. Delivery from Dani Carvajal. No, that's not going to find its target. Chance! Valverde. Oh, it's played into the area. Shot a goal! Pretty loose pass. Mbappe, Rodrigo, he's had a shot! Yamal. And it's Olmo. Yamal. And he welcomes it in. And the break is on. Very nicely done. Valverde spread out to the left. Oh, sweet feet. A chance to play it in. Valverde. And the shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Valverde is offering a wry smile there.
Rafinha. Good played through for the wide man. And he's there to get rid. And here's Dani Olmo. Proves too strong. Well, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. There's a gathered ground, and they are clearly concerned.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal there.
soft target and by quite a way.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Really well manoeuvred. Yamal. Now it's Lewandowski. And it's Pedri. Vinicius Junior. Rudiger. And he goes cross-field. Carvajal, now he's off and running. And here's Mbappe, now it's Rodrigo. Valverde, he's gone for goal! Pedri. Eric Garcia, gently done. Yamal. De Jong. And here's Lewandowski. And here's Yamal. Yamal. The pressing's intense and it's paid off.
Barcelona clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
De Jong, that's a delicate pass. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Lovely bit of skill. Flings it across.
Barcelona really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Koundé. Pedri. Balde. Eric Garcia. De Jong, aim forwards. And it's Lewandowski. Rafinha does have his name on the score sheet, of course.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though. Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Now that's well seen too. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. De Jong with the clearance. Garcia. Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. He's having a shot! Tries to get it clear. And it's Valverde.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Madrid. And here's Lewandowski. Goes for goal! And somehow he managed to miss it.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Camavinga. Courtois, long ball by the goalkeeper. Balde. De Jong. And it's Olmo. And here's Lewandowski. And they've got rid. De Jong. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now. Barcelona really are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Vinicius Junior. Camavinga. Chouameni. Howson. Camavinga. Nice physical challenge.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Do have a chance to counter here. Out to the left it goes. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Bellingham. Lofted upfield. Fran Garcia is onto it in a flash. There's going to be another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Mbappe. Rodrigo. Shot, surely! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it. Dealt with nicely by the defence. That's been won straight back. Chance for a shot! And that's straight down the keeper's throat.
Well, that looked very much like a case of stage fright. His job is to steer clear of the keeper.
Eric Garcia. And it's played forward. Rafinha. Balde gets into some space. And he thumps it clear. Barcelona cannot afford for this to peter out. There just isn't time left. But it's De Jong. Balde. Great defending, strong and determined.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Bellingham. Valverde. No way through, so back it comes. He's heaved it away.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Danger averted for now. Eric Garcia.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And here's Mbappe. A vicious ball here. Defending of the desperate variety.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have...
Shapes to shoot!
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And it's Bellingham. Sports official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Fran Garcia crosses it in. De Jong. And they can counter here. Rafinha. Balde. Rafinha. Balde. Alexander-Arnold makes the interception. Howson. Chouameni. Valverde. Fran Garcia looking to hit the byline here. Deep into stoppage time. Balde. Eric Garcia. Pedri.
Well, they're supposed to be chasing a goal, and yet there's no urgency or sense of awareness. They've got to wake up.
Not offside that time. De Jong. Eric Garcia. Kibasi. De Jong. Martin. And it's Pedri. And here's Rafinha. Now it's Pedri. Pedri laid out to the left flank. Chance for a cross, maybe now or never. Oh, that's nice. Cross from Rafinha. Takes a shot! Well, the ball's come loose here. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Still inseparable. We have penalties.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra-time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.